I just want to thank God, my dad, my godmom, Leslie right here, Coach Ali, Becky Morris, who's like also like a mother to me, Hoover High School, and the staffs, all my friends and family who have helped me get through my life and stuff. And it's a very exciting day for me, so I just want to thank y'all. And I'm gonna be going to the University of Arizona.
Any questions for Angelo? We'll start off with.
It has like a combination of everything. It has everything I need over there.
That's what you're majoring.
Huh?
Such as what's your major going to be?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah.
Angelo, can you walk us through the past 24 hours as you kind of came to your final conclusion?
I just been nervous and just been thinking, just thinking hard, and I just decided. So I thought Arizona was the right place for me.
What was it that stood out about Arizona in terms of the coaching staff, or was it the campus? What was the specific thing?
I mean, it's just everything.
And well, who were your final two?
There wasn't no final two. It was just like all five were really good, so it was a tough choice.
Angelo, what are your long-term goals for basketball?
I mean, I just want to go to college first and just see what happens there. So I don't think too ahead. I just one step at a time.
Other questions?
Angelo, what role did your coach as well as your family play in the decision?
They played a big role. I mean, they supported me all the way through. So I'm just happy to have them. So they played a big role.
In terms of your current high school season, you guys just won your fourth straight league champion or league title. How do you want to close out your career here at Hoover?
I mean, I want to go to CIF. I'm trying to get another CIF before I leave. Get my third one, and hopefully we get the state.
Angelo, what do you feel you're bringing to Arizona?
I'm gonna go there and just work hard and get the team better. I just want to win, so go there and help the team win.
Is there anything specific you're working on?
I mean, I just want to get better. Yeah.
Which coach from Arizona was your point man? Who recruited you the hardest?
It was Coach Book. Yeah, he recruited me pretty hard. I mean, he came down here a lot, so he would come. He would just fly down here to come. So he just come see me. And Coach Miller and Coach Archie, they both came.
Coach Book's kind of well known for his East Coast recruiting, and now he's got you, and you play with an East Coast kind of toughness. What did Coach Book tell you about your specific game that really attracted you to Arizona, or Arizona to you?
I mean, he said I could play the wing a little bit. I mean, they could work with me. I could be able to play outside. So I just stay in the post all the time. So.
And I've seen you play in high school, and you definitely have a capability to shoot a three-point shot with really good efficiency. Is there anything about Derek Williams at Arizona specifically that you see in yourself? Have the coaches asked you to maybe fill in for Derek once he moves on to the NBA?
Not really, but if they want me to, I mean, I'll work hard and try to fill that role.
They're telling you a 2 or a 3 option.
Huh?
Are you going to be power forward or shooting forward?
Play both. Yeah.
We're talking about the post, right?
Nah, I mean, I could play the post, so I don't mind either.
But they're talking 2 or 3, right?
I mean, I just want to be all around. I don't want to play just one position.
Coach Golston, what do you see in Angelo? You run a kind of a similar offense to what Arizona does. You spread the floor. You like to use dribble penetration with pick-out shots and stuff. How do you see Angelo fitting in with Arizona?
Well, that was one of the things that we really both liked, is how Arizona plays. And when Coach Miller came into the home, he showed some video on Derek Brown, who plays in the NBA for the Bobcats and played at Xavier. And it was eerie how similar their games were, both lefties, both same size. And the thing that strikes me on Angelo is a couple things. Is one, if you look on the stats and the numbers over his career, is his consistency. 129 games played, 93, double-doubles. He's always bringing it to the table every day. So consistency, number one, of effort. Number two, durability. He barely misses games, and probably 300 practices in his career, I can remember less than 5 practices that he had to miss because of injury or something of that nature. So he's played in 112 consecutive. And then the last thing that I think he brings to the table is his versatility. He can guard several different positions, and offensively he can do a lot of things: inside, outside, handle the ball, shoot the ball, pass the ball. So it really makes you as a coach a lot smarter to have a weapon like that. So I think Coach Miller will be a lot smarter next year, and I'll be a lot dumber next year.
Well, Coach, also real quick, if I may, I've read quotes from you before in the Tribune and periodicals like that, talking about just the progression of Chol from a freshman to a senior. What do you attribute that to? I mean, I'm sure his work ethic's a big part of it, but...
Well, with Angelo, there's 2 things that have stood out for him since the time that I first saw him when he was in 7th grade. And number one is his aptitude. His aptitude is off the charts. It's as good as any player I've ever dealt with, and I've had a ton of guys that have played at the collegiate and NBA level. He picks things up very, very quickly. The second thing is, when he doesn't pick it up, he's got a huge chip on his shoulder, so his work ethic is great, and you'll find him at 3 a.m. in his parking lot working on his ball handling and doing things of that nature because his work ethic's off the chart. So when you have intangibles like that, really there is no limit to what level you can get to, and I really feel very strongly and very confidently in his abilities. And I've seen rankings all over the place, and I don't give much merit to it because like I asked the ESPN guys, what did Kawhi Leonard, Jimmer Fredette, and Derek Williams have in common? And they couldn't tell me. I said, well, number one, they're all 3 going to be candidates for College Player of the Year. And number 2, none of them were ranked in the top 60 in the country when they were coming out of high school. And what stands out with those guys is their work ethic. So I feel very confident that Angelo's going to blossom at Arizona. And in another year or 2, people are going to, around the country, are going to find out who he is and going to go, where did he come from? So I'm excited for this day for him and for the University of Arizona. I think they did a great job, and they benefited. They're going to benefit from a terrific kid and player. Any other questions for anybody up here?
Ollie, what's the thing you've noticed most about Angelo? What is the one thing that you've noticed that sort of stands out in your mind as far as his progress? What aspect, what specific aspect? He was a shot blocker early. He still blocks shots, but not like he doesn't go for everyone. What is the one area that you think you see most improvement?
Well, to see most improvement has definitely been his offensive feel for the game in terms of making decisions, shooting the ball, handling the ball, that whole package. But one of the things that I think you have to understand when you have a player like Angelo, and what stands out and what makes him go to the level that he is he's an extremely unselfish person. Forget about player, person. It translates really well into athletics when you're like that, when you're humble, you're hungry, and you're unselfish. And he'd rather take care of others around him before he takes care of himself. It's kind of like, there was a great quote by DJ Gay the other day in the paper that said he'd rather have other people eat first before he does. And that's kind of how Angelo approaches life and his game. And there's days I get frustrated with him because I want him to be more selfish as a player because of his abilities. And he doesn't understand that, okay, well, if you could score 40 and you're not doing it, that's being in a way selfish. So he'll be even better in college because he is unselfish, and he wants to give more and take less. And when you're like that as a person, it translates well into your game as an athlete. And I think that's really ultimately what it comes down to for him as a student athlete is, and why he keeps reaching heights that I don't think anyone has expected. And I think he'll continue to do that. But in terms of his game, his just overall game is improved. He's got great timing defensively. He's always had that. But his feel and his desire, everything's really, really kind of coming together at the right time. So, it's exciting. It's exciting to watch him develop. Any other questions for anyone up here?
Can we get a bear down Arizona, Angelo? Can we get a bear down Arizona from you?
Bear down.
Thank you.
I don't think he knows what that means yet, so you guys are gonna have to educate him.
You'll know
Funny,
soon.
funny thing, I will say, when we started the process, and colleges were coming into the gym, and people, head coaches were coming in. Quite frankly, if it was Arizona or Arizona A&M, he would know the difference. We had many conversations. He'd be very friendly with a coach. He'd come in the first time. I think it was Bill Self actually came in and met him and all that, and he said to me, "Coach, who's that?" So we had a lot of those instances. So bear down. That's up to you guys to educate him on things like that. So.
Well, we will.
Any other questions at all?
Angelo, why didn't you consider San Diego State? Why did they come off the board? Considering the kind of year they're having this year.
I think I just want to leave and just get a fresh start and be on my own. I had support my whole life, so I'm trying to be my own man.
This is Kellie Watson with PointGuardU.com. Today we're in San Diego at Hoover High School with Angelo Chol, the most recent Arizona Wildcats member. Angelo, tell me what it's like to be a Wildcat.
I mean, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. I just can't wait to get to the campus. Enjoy this college experience.
What are you looking forward to most about U of A?
The basketball. I just want to go there and play. And just fans, the excitement, and all that stuff.
What about U of A made it your final decision?
It's close, and it's just everything about it is great. All the combinations. I think it just fits well for me.
Was it important for you to go to a school on the West Coast?
Not really. I just felt like Arizona was the right place for me. So
How do you feel about the campus in Tucson?
it's nice.
Yeah.
I like the campus a lot. Yeah.
Now, Arizona has an intense weight training program. How are you preparing for that?
Oh, I'm prepared. I love the weight room. So if you see my body right now, you can see why. But yeah.
So speaking of your body, how do you feel about the ladies at Arizona?
We won't talk about those right now. But
So what are your main goals with college so far?
just get my college education and get better in the basketball court.
Do you feel you're compatible with the other teammates?
Yeah. They're pretty cool guys. I feel like we're gonna get along well.
What about the incoming freshmen, Josiah and Siddiqui? And
Yeah,
Nick?
I played with Josiah on the same team as my sophomore year, so we're gonna go well together. And Nick, I met him at LeBron, so he's a cool dude. And Siddiqui, I met him at Nike, so we're cool. We text each other sometimes. So.
Great. Now, one of your friends is committed to play football for Arizona. Was that a factor in you going there as well?
No, it wasn't at all. I mean, he's a football player, I'm a basketball player, so that's not really a factor. But
Are you guys excited now to be there?
yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're pretty reserved on camera. Tell us something about yourself that most people don't know.
I look mean, but I'm a cool person once you get to know me, so
You seem very humble.
Yeah, you would never hear me talk about myself. So.
That's a great quality. How does it feel being, a senior in high school and having a press conference? And
It feels great. I had fun the last 4 years of high school. I enjoyed my Hoover High School, but I guess it's time to move on. So
yeah,
it feels great. Yeah.
great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us your Twitter or Facebook so we can follow you online?
Follow me at Angelo _Chol. That's my Twitter. And Facebook, me Angelo Chol 3. It's my Facebook. So.
Thank you so much. It's with PointGuardU.com.